The noise is sort of limited today. It's just, I think it's the paint sprayer or something. I don't know. These are wrapping up this job. That'd be nice. Sorry, I'm in my wife beater. I don't beat wives, but I wear wife beaters. Don't sneak around, but I wear sneakers. I thought he was done. That was kind of cool. He let me stop just long enough for me to play like a 2-second song. It took 15 minutes for the town to burn down. 15 minutes, better clear the fuck out. 15 minutes to put up a fence around it. Now the feds and the FBI, they're all along for the ride. Got to make sure that no one gets inside. Oh, 15 minutes, boy, it ain't ready. Right down to the nitty gritty. Gotta make way for a 15-minute city. Only suckling off a nipple of a phony titty. No sustenance at all. It's so sustainable development. Just doing a stream with this guy's paint sprayer. What key is it in? It's in E. Silence. It took 15 minutes for the town to burn down. 15 minutes, better clear the fuck out. Is it 15 minutes to put up a fence around it? Now the feds and the FBI, they're all along for the ride. Got to make sure that no one gets inside. Oh, 15 minutes, boy, it ain't pretty. Getting down, right down to the nitty gritty. Gotta make way for a 15-minute city. Think like suckling off a nipple of a phony titty. No sustenance at all. It's so sustainable development. Yeah, burn down. 15 minutes, better clear the fuck out. 15 minutes to put up a fence around it. Now the feds and the FBI, they're all along for the ride. Gotta make sure that no one gets inside. Oh, 15 minutes, boy, it ain't. Shit, I fucked it up. Start one more time. 16 up a V. It took 15 minutes for the town to burn down. 15 minutes, better clear the fuck out. 15 minutes to put up a fence around it. Now the like suckling off a nipple of a phony titty, no sustenance at all. So suspect, sustainable development. It was a direct energy beam. That's the way it seems. Where the metal melts down the road. Now there's a different story to be told. It ain't like no fire that you ever seen before. It was a directed energy beam. That's the way it seems. Where the metal melts and the trees don't burn, there's a lesson to be learned. There ain't no fire that you ever seen burn. It's 15 minutes for the town to burn down. 15 minutes better clear out. And 15 minutes to put up a fence around it. Yeah, now the feds and the FBI, they're all along for the ride, making sure no one comes inside. Yeah, 15 minutes, boy, it ain't pretty getting down. Down to the nitty-gritty, gotta make way, yeah, for a 15-minute city. Feel like suckling off a nipple of a phony titty, no sustenance at all. It's so suspect, sustainable development. So suspect, sustainable development. It's so sustainable development. So suspect, sustainable development. So sustainable development. Sustainable envelopment. You'll be enveloped in this development. You'll be developmentally impaired. You will be developed into this envelopment of developmentally impaired. Imperative that you are enveloped in it. You must be enveloped in this development. It's a development that is enveloping you. You must be a developed man in an envelopment. If you're an elephant, you better be up in this development. You will be surrounded by this envelopment. It's a new development. If you're an elephant, you better be in this development. It's a tricky new element to this diverse envelopment that's enveloped in this envelopment. It's a developmentally impaired envelopment. Every man, woman, and elephant will be in it. It's gonna be developmentally impairing your development. Will be enveloped in it. Telepathic pelicans and elephants in it. You can tell a pathological liar from a mile away. Sustainable development. Sustainable development. Sustainable development. Sustainable development. Sustainable development. This guy, what's key is he in? E. sustainable development. It's so suspect. He quit. Please say he's done whatever he was doing. Looks good. Time to wrap it up. That'd be so nice if we just wrapped it up. Super Sidewinder, 16 Alpha V, Jeremy Bird. Fucking A, man. Fucking A, right. Cabbage is as cabbage does. Yes, sir. Have you ever seen a formless orphan before? I don't think they exist. These days, if you're an orphan, well, you gotta be on the official orphan list. And you can't get on that list until you fill out your orphan forms. That's something every orphanage will insist. There you go, yeah. And while you're filling out your forms, they'll form you an orphan family for you to fit in. Yeah, after these normal formalities have been performed, that's when your orphan life can begin. And if you, my friend, feel fortunate that you were not born into an orphanage, well, I feel lucky too. But I'm here to inform you of your orphan ancestry from which you came. 'Cause we were all born from formless orphans that arrived here on the World Fair orphan train. We were all born from orphans that arrived here way back in the day. We were all born from orphans, that's our orphan ancestry from which we came. Have you ever seen a formless orphan before? I don't think formless orphans exist anymore. Every orphan I've ever known is always filling out orphan forms. It's the norm. We were all born from orphans that arrived here on the World Fair orphan train. We were all born from orphans. It's our orphan ancestry from which we all came. Just a theory. The opinions and ideas of the show today don't necessarily represent the opinions and the ideas of the normal people. But in my opinion, normal people are fucking weird, which makes me normal. I think he's changing keys, it's more like E flat now. E flat, he's got a Doppler effect with his painting blowing gun. It's just drilling down the whole octave. He is an E flat now. He was an E earlier. E flat now. What do I know in E flat? E flat minor. This is an E flat minor song. I will play it until he's gone. I don't know an E flat minor song. On the other end of a gun, you're painting this fucking place. He's on the other end of a paint gun, spraying the place, whitewashing the walls. On the other end of a paint gun, he's getting paid, son. He's got a lump sum he's gonna have to collect. He's gonna have to get his paycheck. Been spraying that paint ever since the day began. And that thing ran little bit earlier. It's losing steam. It's in a E flat minor now. And just a minute ago was in an E major. It's a major nuisance on the other end of a paint gun. This man is making some money. Can't shake a stick at that. On the other end of a paint gun, he's getting some work done. And I'm just sitting here trying to hide from the hot sun. On the other end of a paint gun, there ain't nowhere left to run. You just gotta sit there and do it until you get the job done. On the other end of a paint gun. Well, son, you messed up. Looks like it's back to square one. And now he's done. Perfect timing, my friend. Perfect timing. I salute you. Oh, man. It looked good. Leave it alone. That never happens. Or it bends. Usually the strings would lose tension when they're getting stretched. That one gained tension. I don't know how that happened. They don't usually stretch sharp. They usually stretch flat. What do you know about that? This close to the real thing is never enough. It's close to the real thing, but it's still just a bluff. I don't know how I ever fell for that stuff, but for me now I need to see something with some real substance I can sink my teeth into and chew. And you should know that in this world there's nothing for free, and when it is, it's you that's for sale. Don't fail to see the irony. When it's just this close to the real thing, it'll never surpass the real thing. And do you know where that's at? Where is that at? You might ask. Where is that real thing? But now you're on the other end of a gun. Do you realize where you stand? The gun's no longer in your hand. On the other end of the gun, pressure's on. The chance to run is gone. On the other end of a gun, you've been running and you have been hiding too. Well, it looks like it's caught up to you now, and it looks as though it just might be the end. On the other end of a gun, you can't pretend that what you've done was the right thing to do. You know now It's square one. This close to the real thing is all we're gonna get. It's close to the real thing, but still just a crock of shit.
Here's some money for your trip.
Oh, thanks, man.
You're welcome.
Cheers, we'll need that. Appreciate it, man.
Thought it might come in handy.
That's very nice of you.
Sure.
Thank you very much.
Not that much.
It's gonna help, believe me. It's close to the real thing. It's still just a crock of shit. I know they steal the real, give us back the fake, and tell us this is all it will take, when in fact it's never enough. I'll call their bluff, 'cause I know that this won't do, and it's not true. It's close, but you know it'll never surpass the real thing. And do you know where it's at? Where's that at? That fucking real thing, baby. You're looking at it right now, baby. I don't know how that song is. That song's got to have some kind of ending. I don't know where it ends. Where does it end and where does it begin? Maybe there ain't no end or beginning. We're winning, so we must quit while we're ahead, instead of looking like a sap, a jackass. With no fucking clue of what to do next. It's like the never-ending ending. Welcome to the never-ending ending. Yeah. It's always ending, but it's never ending. Oh, I knew something was about to happen. Shut up, phone. Welcome to the never-ending ending. It's always ending, it's never ending. Yeah. Welcome to the never-ending ending. It's always ending and it's almost over again. Yeah, it never ends, but it seems like it will, as we're always going downhill. And, well, we put it back together and see that it was all just a false alarm. There was no harm done to anyone, even though we thought we all were gonna die. Looks like we'll be okay, and everything worked out fine. I don't mind. Welcome to the never-ending ending. It's always ending, it's never ending. Yeah. Welcome to the never-ending ending. It's always ending and it's almost over again. The beginning of the end game came and went. beginning of the end game came and went. Cost of lives and life savings spent, brought on by our puppet government, who clearly has no shame. And we should all know by now that they don't want this whole thing to come to a grinding halt. But if it ever does, well, we'll know it was their fault. Oh, baby, well, welcome to the never-ending ending. It's always ending, it's never ending. Welcome to the never-ending ending. Yeah, it's always ending and it's almost over again. Can't you tell that we're going to hell in a handbasket, my friend? Can't you see it's really up to you and me to take that basket and have a picnic? Welcome to the never-ending ending. It's always ending, it's never ending. Welcome to the never-ending ending. It's always ending and it's almost over again. Yes, it's almost over again. It's almost over again. Almost over again. Just when you thought it would end, it keeps on going and going and going. I don't think it will ever end. I guess sometimes it's kind of fun to pretend we really see the end coming. We better get prepared. It's right around the corner. But then when that day comes, time keeps moving on. We just have to pick up ourselves and just say, oh well. We don't really want it to end. I know we'll probably never see the end. That's why it's never ending. This thing, it goes on forever and ever. Come to think of it, I don't really remember the beginning. So I probably won't remember the ending. That's how it seems to be. It's gonna work out exactly how it was planned. And I'd rather die on my feet standing than to be on my knees begging and pleading, please don't do this again. I'd rather fight, yeah, I'd rather stand up and take my lashes. This whole fucking thing just crashes. Well, I won't be because I didn't try to keep on pushing ahead. That's better than being dead, and better than surrendering your life to some tyrant who knows no end. And he will never stop and just take more. That's why this keeps on pushing forward. Pull out. Time to go? Perfect timing. I gotta go. Gotta end the show. Gotta end the show. End, please.